Good evening, everybody. Welcome to your Thursday evening Facebook Live. My name is Sarah Edwards. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I come to you guys live every Tuesday and Thursday at 7 to show you a fun new project. So hopefully you guys had a great day. I didn't get a lot of time in the studio, but Bo is doing really good. He had hopefully his last hand surgery today. He is duct taped to his chair so I could come out and do my live. Just kidding. He's really not duct taped, but I did threaten him that I was going to duct tape him if he didn't stay in his chair. Well, I forgot my ear pods and phone in the house, so I went back into the house a few minutes ago to get them, and he was not in his chair. So I really did duct tape him. I'm just kidding, I didn't. But he was just getting an ice cream out of the freezer, so I let that one slide. But he is doing really good, a million times better than the last procedure. So hopefully everything goes well. But other than that, I got the Facebook Live done and I got a little bit done for the retreat that is next weekend. I should be officially 100% done on Saturday, so I'm super excited. Saturday or Sunday, give or take a couple days. But I'm super excited for that. There is still time to register. I do have a few spots, so if anybody wants to join, please send me a message and we will get you a chair. Anyway, let's point you over to get crafting. Good evening, Heather. Welcome. Okay, so last Tuesday, I used these two cards or these two stamp sets, and I am going to be playing with them again today. I literally cannot stop the cuteness on how fun and cute these cards are. So we're going to do a little spin-off of what we did for Tuesday's live. So this one we did Spooky Fun Trick or Treats. And on the inside, it says October 31st. So we are going to do something similar to this, but a little bit different. I know that's kind of hard to say, but same but different. But I'm using the Halloween Memories and the Playful Ghosts. This time I'm only using one sentiment. It is the trick or treat, and it's going to be an ombre effect with the trick or treat. So I'm going to show you how to do that. And I did pull in the same, the Stampin' Up! Masking paper. This time I cut the sheets at 1¼ inch. So I already did that, and this is the fun card I'm going to be playing with and showing you guys how to make. So it's kind of like the candy corn. That's what I was going for, and I put the three little pumpkins, and I was still able to use the same glitter dots. But stay tuned because there's one more that I'm going to show you that I did using the same technique. But I won't show you that till the very end. So let's get out the product that we're going to be needing. So this is crushed curry. It's 8½ by 5½, and I scored it at 4¼ So we can just take that, fold it in half, give it a good crease, and we're just going to set this to the side. I have 2 pieces of cardstock. That's really all this takes besides your card base. This is pumpkin pie. It is 4 inches, 4 inches by 5¼ and our basic white that is 3¾ by 5. So all of this is going to get layered together after we do a little bit of ombre coloring. So I do have my grid paper. You definitely want to use grid paper. This is the opposite side that I used on Tuesday. So I'm just going to flip it over and we can lay down our piece of basic white. I did cut new ones to do on today's live just because the last card that I created, and I'll show you that towards the end, it made a hot mess out of it. So I didn't want to cross-contaminate my blender pens and my ink, so I went ahead and just cut new ones. So this is definitely super sticky. So like I said on Tuesday, lay it on your skin just to kind of get some of the stickiness out. This will just help it not rip your cardstock when you pull it off. So the first one is going to go all the way down at the bottom. Pretty easy peasy. And I'm going to grab my other sheet and peel it off. Try to anyway. There it goes. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to lay it on my skin. You can do it on your leg, your arm. You can kind of do it wherever you want. Perfect. This one is going to go at the very tippy top. There we go. So now we only have this center strip to work with. So my first color I'm going to do is crushed curry. So I'm going to open up my ink pad and grab my blending brushes. And I should have brought my other blending brushes in. I took them in the house and ran them under water, and I used some Dawn soap, and it cleaned them up really nice. So I'm just going to get this nice and saturated, and I'm going to color the inside. You can start really light if you want, and then keep adding to it to get that dark, bold effect. Just remember, you can't take ink off of your paper, but you can always add more. I like mine nice and bold and dark, so I really don't mind it being super dark. So I'm going to actually probably do 1 or 2 more coats depending on how it looks. And the more pressure you put, the darker it's going to be as well. I think that looks okay. Well, let's just add a little bit more. I am not afraid of color. Okay, so that one is done. Close this up. We will use it again. So now I'm going to take off the top layer and I'm going to gently pull it off. Even though I did put this on my skin to kind of loosen it up a little bit, it still can rip your paper, so just be gentle with it. So now I'm going to just cover up the crushed curry that we just put down. Let's make sure that covered it all up. Hopefully my head isn't in the camera, but I just needed to squeeze down just a smidgen to make sure that was right. We'll press that down really good so we don't get anything that bleeds through. Perfect. And now we're going to grab the pumpkin pie. So give this a good brush across your pad. And you can also do your re-inkers on one of your blocks and dab the brush. You will just get a lot of ink in one spot. So that is another option if you don't want to rub your brush across your ink pad. But just remember, you will get lots of ink on your brush. And this one may not take as many coats because it is a darker ink. There we go. Beautiful. Set that to the side. And now we have our candy corn. Just gently peel this bottom one off. Let's take it from this side. It feels like it's gonna tear a little bit. There we go. Look how cute that is. So fun and so beautiful. And it was so easy to do. Literally took no time at all. Okay, so let's still use our inks, and I'm going to show you how to do an ombre effect on the trick or treat. So you always want to start with your lightest color ink. So I'm going to start with the crushed curry, and I'm going to ink up the entire image. Now I'm going to set this aside and bring in the pumpkin pie, and I'm just going to lay it halfway on here. So if you start with your darkest or your lightest first and then your dark, you're not going to cross-contaminate your ink. There we go. Isn't it so fun? I have not done that two-toned stamping in a long time. So now we just need to color our little pumpkin. I already colored two of them, so we only have to color one together. So I'm going to start with the light pumpkin pie, and I'm actually going to grab my chair and sit. Not only did Bo have his surgery today, I had hopefully my last neck injection yesterday, and I had my thumb injections yesterday as well. So I was literally a hot mess yesterday. But my hands are feeling a million times better today. As you can see, I don't have to wear my pretty little gloves. My neck is still a little stiff, so I didn't want to bend over and color. So I'm going to sit and color. I usually don't craft while I'm sitting, especially during my lives. So I'm just taking the light pumpkin pie and I'm coloring just the pumpkin. I am going to color his mouth and eyes, but I'm just going to use a different color. And I'm using the back side of my blender pen to color because the side that I usually use is pretty hammered on this one, but there's still ink in it. So it takes a second or two longer to color because I don't have my wide brush. So almost done. And this is the set that I used for the Designing Damsel last month as well. So if you ordered the kit, the stamp set comes with it, so you'll be able to make all of these cards that I'm doing now. Okay, the light pumpkin pie is done. I'm going to grab the dark pumpkin pie, and I just want to highlight a little bit. So I'm just going to go around and highlight the center of the pumpkin. And I'm going to come up and do his hat as well. I have light, pretty and pink. Then I'm going to do his little tongue. And then I have light Daffodil Delight that I'm going to do his smile and his eyes. So this, because I used the Daffodil Delights, I was able to pull in the Daffodil Delights gems from that set. And I did color the tips. Oh, I did not color the tips of these. On my original card, I did color the tips in pecan pie, but it looks like I must have left my pecan pie in the craft room or I was using it in the house. So I'll have to color those later. So let's get all of this out of the way and flip our little pumpkins over. Grab some dimensionals. I'm going to put 2 on each. Hello, Martine. I don't know why it's not showing up on my iPad. Hello, Jessica, Martine, Mom. Thank you. Welcome for joining. Thank you, guys. So pull all of these little stickers off. I'm so sad my fingernails are all the same length, and I just noticed when I came out here, I broke one of them really low, so I'm gonna have to chop them all off. I'm very sad. Okay, so the first one is going to go in this center, kind of having the tip of his hat closer to the top. And then these two are going to go a little bit lower. There we go. Let's bring in our pumpkin pie layer. Let's add this here. And then let's pull in our card base. And I'm going to attach this. And then last but not least, let's bring in our gems. And I am not going to fight with the Take Your Pick tool and this sheet. I have no idea why, but it does not like them. So I'm just going to use my fingernail. What's left of them. There you go. That is how fun and cute these little cards are. I literally fell in love with them when I started playing with them. So here's the two we just made. And then here are the ones that we did on Tuesday's live. And then do you guys want to see the other one that I put together? Haha, drum roll, please. Here you go. Spooky fun. So when I was creating this one, I was like, I really want to do something with the Dracula. So I used the same layers, the same tape to do this one. I did first, and then I went and did the black and the real red, and it literally hammered my my little stickies. So that's why I had to get new ones for the live. But there you go. It is using all of the images besides the little pumpkin in this Playful Ghost set. So all three focal images we used on creating some really cute and fun cards. So there you go. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. Hopefully I am not the only nutty one who loved these cards. Anyway, that is it for tonight. I will see everybody on Tuesday for another live. I will see many of you guys on Saturday for the Halloween card kits or the Halloween kits. It's not a card kit. It's a house decoration kit. So I'll see many of you guys on Saturday for that. And if I don't, I will see everybody else on Tuesday for another live. Chat with you soon and have a great evening. Bye-bye.